$100 billion. That's the bet Nvidia just made on OpenAI. Let that number sink in. All of it will be spent to build the raw power and the infrastructure that will be the fuel for the next generation of artificial intelligence. If you thought it was far away, maybe years in the future, that is not the case. The future is already being built, and we must be ready. And when I say raw power, I mean it literally. This deal includes at least 10 gigawatts of compute capacity. That is a huge number. To put that in perspective and give you a sense, 10 gigawatts is 1/3 of the power consumed by the entire UK grid, and many countries consume less than that. The cost and consumption of millions of homes, just to run AI. To compare the investment size, the Apollo moon landing, the most ambitious project of the 20th century, cost about $25 billion in the 1960s, or roughly $150 billion today. Nvidia's bet on AI is now in the same ballpark as humanity's effort to reach the moon. Except this time, the destination isn't space. It's intelligence itself. We're not talking about a more powerful chatbot, we are talking about approaching AGI. But why would Nvidia invest that kind of money? It's because there is a global race to improve AI, and it doesn't just mean writing clever code. The main investment right now involves the hardware underneath. We need the infrastructure to keep making AI bigger, faster, and cheaper. Think of GPUs as the fuel tanks for machine intelligence. The more fuel you give it, the bigger and stranger the behaviors that emerge. And Nvidia knows this better than anyone. The chips Nvidia started with weren't even meant for AI. They were built specifically for video games. The gaming industry was demanding more and more power for rendering constantly better Call of Duty explosions, Fortnite graphics, and immersive worlds. But somewhere along the way, researchers discovered that the same chips that render those realistic explosions and beautiful effects were actually perfect for training neural networks. That happy accident is what turned Nvidia into the most important company in the world. And now they're doubling down. Because they understand the loop. AI imagines something new, humans build it, and the next AI runs on that improved hardware. Every cycle raises the ceiling. But the bottleneck has always been us. The time, the factories, the cost. Nvidia's $100 billion is meant to blow that bottleneck wide open. Let's zoom out for a second. Here's where it gets wild. If Nvidia puts in $100 billion, what do you think Google, Amazon, or entire countries like the USA or China are going to do? They claim it as just an investment. It's much more than that. It's not about selling more gadgets. It's about who controls the smartest minds on the planet, except those minds aren't human anymore. Instead of missiles, the weapons are chips. And the prize isn't land or oil, it's intelligence itself. The kind of unparalleled intelligence that will give any country total world supremacy. This is why people call it the intelligence explosion. Once the investments are sufficient and the infrastructure and fuel are in place, the system starts to improve itself faster than we can follow. No waiting for budgets or politicians. Once the machines are built, the curve bends upward on its own because they are taking care of themselves. And we become spectators of our own future. So when you see that headline, Nvidia invests $100 billion in OpenAI, don't shrug it off as corporate news. See it for what it is, a moonshot for machine intelligence. A turning point where we stopped just experimenting with AI and started pouring resources into making it unstoppable. Because this is how intelligence surpasses us. Not with a single dramatic breakthrough, but with the steady hum of 1 trillion GPUs running day and night, pushing the frontier forward. And the only real question is, are we ready for what comes next?